I'm actually just gonna run the timer every single time for this to really demonstrate, and we'll play through like the different, or the casual way
The
first,
old
and
strat.
then the consistent Kluger method. Um, so let me go ahead
So glad I
and
found this.
yeah, thank God. This is a huge find. Um, before I don't know, Kluger, you want to talk about it?
I mean, I don't know what you were going to say there.
I
I
was just gonna
don't
say
know if
like
you're giving a history lesson or.
how it was before versus like after you found like how to actually do this.
Yeah. So basically, your teammates will randomly run, and we didn't know why. I still don't really know why, but I know how to make it consistent. But if they don't run, you lose about 15 seconds. So normally we would just run up, and there was all sorts of conspiracy theories about how to deal with these enemies and make your teammates run, and it was basically just completely random.
Yeah. So I'm playing like you would casually, or what you would think would be fast maybe is like, oh, I gotta kill these guys as quick as I can. Even that was pretty sloppy.
Watch
All
them
right.
run anyway.
So they're all dead, and I want to look back at my teammates, and they're not running.
Okay.
Thank God. So this is an example of slow teammates. Also, you have a friendly here that you can actually kill, which is nice because we won his MP5. You don't have to take the MP5, and maybe it's better karma not to kill your teammate on Ultimatum, but I will take him
my,
out another time in this level too.
my stress to kill him and not take his weapon,
Yeah.
because why not?
I don't know where, because you have to have 3 people here for some reason. So one guy spawns in from some random place.
He spawns instantly as soon as you kill the first guy, but way
Yeah.
back, way back.
So 121, he opened the door there.
Yeah. So let's do the
Compared
strat.
to this next method. So what we're gonna do here is have the tube out, and we're gonna strafe towards this broken wall, or this wall right up here. And that's gonna spawn these enemies over here. Also, I just had a weird explosion. I don't know what that is.
That is
Um,
weird.
and basically, it's luring all those guards to that explosion. Wait for them to crouch, or price to crouch, and we're coming over here to where all these enemies are grouped up and shooting a couple tubes. This is unoptimal, what I just did.
It also doesn't really matter. If you can do this slowly and they'll still run. The only thing I've noticed to break it is if you turn around and run back to Price as fast as you can.
Yeah.
I've had him not run when I did that.
So you
But
see how
yeah, they
like
ran anyway.
that was really, really sloppy, and it still worked. Like they're still running. This is a much faster mechanic than, or like movement than when they were like aiming down sights and walking. So this is what you want to see. And if you do it that way, like you should get around 1 minute to 105 pretty much every time, like door touching the handle. So 105, 106.
And you get
Very,
really
very
good price
nice.
here. He's the earliest.
You
Yeah.
you actually lost a little bit. You will gain a second or two if you clear them really quickly, but it's a fairly small difference.
Yeah. Also, reload your tube before going in here. But
That didn't even this time, I
essentially,
don't think.
yeah, you want to take this guy out, come over here to the staircase, and there's 2 enemies here. So there's this guy chilling, and there's this guy here. And we want to basically take them both out with one tube shot. So like you can shoot through the bars here through this hole if you want, or you can just jump up and shoot. Just make sure you don't go all the way up the stairs. Because otherwise Gaz will like take his time to like check that bottom room and just like lose his time. And then we're gonna throw some C4 out the window for these dudes that are gonna spawn. And if you're fast enough, you can actually, I'm gonna try and demonstrate this really quick.
Also, I did not know that Gaz being slow thing. That's more new information.
Yeah, me neither actually.
So look, he didn't say room clear this time because I was quick. But we're gonna attempt to push Price here, which is a lot easier said than done. He is a jerk sometimes. It helps to shoot in front of him. So like I was kind of able to push him there. He says keep it quiet. That's when you want to pop your C4. You can also just pop it when the door opens, but essentially that's killing these guys that spawn in after that dialogue.
Killing them sneakily, that is.
Yeah. Also, I don't have an MP5 anymore, so goodbye, teammate. And here you can wall bang these two enemies.
This level is a whole lot of waiting for teammates though. Probably the
Yes.
most out of any level.
It's man,
It's like
I felt
cruise
like
free.
this is like all of what Ghost was like when I played through that game. Call of Duty Ghost is just rough. But you want to come back here, untie Griggs. Don't do what I did. Like just go back and grab him right away. Don't forget to untie him. If the marker doesn't change locations, like it stays in that building, then you didn't untie him and you need to go back and get him. So be careful of that. This is basically on a timer too. We're waiting until we can put C4 on here. Put C4.
I don't think doing this fast even matters.
It does
because
not
you
matter
still
at
have-
all.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I didn't think so.
Yeah, we're just chilling, waiting for all of our teammates to get
Gotta do
over
the
to this
flex
fence.
elevator.
I do not want to try this, but I'm gonna try the ultimatum skip.
Oh, that's an even bigger flex.
Oh, that one.
So there's a way for you to, if someone wants to figure out a consistent lineup and something for this, but there is a way to strafe around this invisible barrier that's here. It sticks out quite far. Like you can kind of see like that. You don't hit it. Also power in 10 seconds, by the way. I hate hearing the same dialogue over and over. But essentially you can jump over to this side, and then once you're here, there is a bounce that you can hit if you actually jump, where you'll bounce and then you'll now be on this side of the fence. And to our knowledge, this is the only way over this fence other than elevatoring onto this sign and then using RPG. But unfortunately, you can't get an RPG from any enemies, so kind of just SOL there.
I think an RPG doesn't even exist on this map, right?
Yeah, except the roof enemies that are ahead.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guys before, no.
Even if you could get over to the other side, though, you still have to wait sort of near here because there's so many triggers that we have to hit in order to get to the end.
So it's one of those insanely difficult things that saves like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not worth.
It's a
But
lot of those.
in another category called Intel percent, it can potentially save a lot of time because you
Over
just
a
go straight
minute.
to the Intel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to just take that path that I took, shoot that barrel. If you're really lit, like, oh my god, going out of this building, I want to see where this save is. I think it's pretty far out. Oh, so that's a bad example. But like, let's say you're, one shot. Maybe this guy will melee me. Okay, and then you come out here. These RPG guys, if you aren't careful, can hit you. So to be safe, if you are pretty hurt, you can look up in the air and toss a flash, and that'll prevent them from killing you. But it's typically not something you need to worry too much about. I'm gonna reset like the timing and everything by dying here. But essentially just like get through that section as quick as you can, as safe as you can, and into this barrel section here. And here, if you don't hear the dogs, you want to just keep running. If the dogs spawn, it's usually because you're a little bit slow, I think. And you want to shoot these barrels. The dogs will be right here, and that'll kill the dogs. If you don't do that, and you slow down to shoot them, what often will happen is you will have the timing be in such a way that you're shooting the dogs like this, and then this guy behind you will shoot at the barrels and blow you up like that.
I did this on my PB, and the barrel caught fire, but I didn't die, luckily.
Yeah.
But the dog spawned, and Blue even told me like the day before about this strat, and then I just didn't do it, and I almost died.
It can cost you a shit ton of time, so you got to be careful there. But and then here, I didn't have my gun reloaded, so I'm gonna go ahead and die here. But you want to have your tube ready to go, which you should have plenty of time to set that up earlier. It's not something I was thinking about, but you want to get here and tube kind of in front of the car, the first one on the right, and then shoot to the side. You can also, what's kind of funny is you can go underneath the car.
Oh
if
yeah,
you wanted
this
to for swag,
recent.
and you can just shoot it like that. That works too. It's It's kind of funny.
And
that
hitting the
mechanic-
cars directly doesn't blow them up.
That
That's the thing.
yeah, that mechanic or whatever of going under the car, I think is just from that one mission where you're like sneaking
ghillie
into
up.
vehicles and all gillied up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the main
I'm
thing
so
that we care about
surprised.
is how fast Price is here. And Griggs too, I guess. But yeah, we essentially want to get over here and hopefully see Price come around this corner pretty quickly. So it looks like he got kind of stuck fighting some dudes. So you don't want to see this, where he just doesn't bother showing up. This is one of those things that we don't fully understand right now. But if we can figure out how to make him consistently fast, and most of the time we just kind of hope for the best. We don't even bother looking back at him too much. But if you can make him consistently fast, then that makes this section quicker. Because the last like cutscene section of like the rocket going off doesn't start until these two meet. So right now. So the faster Price is, obviously, the faster that cutscene will start. And yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing else really left here. You can jump on these trees.
The only
which
other
I
thing
failed.
was you didn't really talk about pushing that guy.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Should I go back and demonstrate that?
I guess maybe, but because Griggs was so fast and Price was slow,
shit.
like Griggs triggered the guy to stand up much earlier relative
Yeah.
to Price, so we kind of just ran away.
If Price is there earlier, then pushing Smith is important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, other than that, it only saves like a second or two. But
it just makes
it
worth
is, yeah,
earlier.
it's just something.
It's definitely
Yeah.
worth it. I just didn't bother because the dialogue was already playing before Price was even around the corner. Also, he can troll you like such.
Yeah, you just have to shoot in front of everybody's line of sight, and they won't move back.
So like, even with me pushing him there, like, where's Price? Where's Price?
light years away.
And that's because I was probably messing around too much with the like all the saving and stuff like that. Typically, he's not that slow.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. It has
yeah.
to be something.